Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ghillie with a reasonably quick video on the Diablo 3 weekend beta. It's been open to the public over the weekend. I'm, of course, making a video on the last day of this beta because I'm extremely well organised. Right, I'm going to be showing you a bit of the new monk class today, kind of melee, awesome powerhouse kind of character. I'm going to jump right into the end, so yes, there may be spoilers. Seems like we've got a match immediately. Diablo 3, of course,
has joined my party.
Crown is in my keeping.
does require an active internet connection because, well, Blizzard are strange. They work in mysterious ways. I'm just going to quickly put on some cool loots and try and catch up to my party members via these banners. There's a witch doctor in the middle there. Will probably be joining us at some point, I hope. At the moment, it seems like you can currently have up to 4 people in your match at any one time, which I believe is a decrease from Diablo 2. Of course, not played in Diablo games in quite some time, so it's been nice to kind of refresh myself with what's going on here. Of course, have different kinds of loot. At the moment, all I've seen is just kind of general magic materials with certain stats on them, and just like this yellow thing here, some rare items which have many stats on them, and maybe, well, quite better than any other item. So the ability they have on the monk right now are sorry, give me a moment, the Deadly Reach, which is what you can see here. There's 3 stages. First, firing in a line to the side and all over the place. Of course, an improvement over its grade 1 ability, which was just firing a straight line. It do seem to do quite a bit of damage, which is quite nice. Especially seeing as the difficulty will increase. Some allies join us. So here we have another monk, and just in front of him is a witch doctor with their kind of summon pets out. It's a what is it, witch doctor ability. The firestorm ability here. The monk's resources, of course, health. Lose it all and you're dead. Excellent. And spirit, which generates as you attack and allows you to use your more powerful ability. Of course, your 1, 2, and currently got flashing tail, which is kind of like a whirlwindy cyclone type attack. Let's pull out some more spirit before I can show you that. My ability I got assigned to 1, heals me and allies, Breath of Heaven, and Dashing Strike, which seems to be a kind of charge. The SK here shows some of the other abilities. So there's Fists of Thunder, which are the initial, attack you get as the monk, and you can assign runes to it, which change the way the ability acts, I suppose. So basic kind of attack is just a series of punches. However, I activate the Thunderclap rune, it will teleport
that
to
ability
a
is
mob.
not yet recharged.
So just have to wait for that to finish charging, and maybe no, I'll have to attack something to show you that. So in theory, when I attack something, it should teleport straight to it. Let's try it now. Okay, it seems to come towards me. Maybe it's been changed. Try that again. Or try and find something with more health, so I can actually show you. Yeah, attack this thing down the back. So, there we go. Yeah, teleport straight to the enemy, and back out. Actually, hold on to this ability for a while, as it seems to be a little more damaging than some more powerful mobs coming in. If I get close enough, I should be able to teleport. Of course, terrain does seem to get in the way. probably a good thing for the next like. And the other ability, Slashing Tail Kick. I also have Tempest Rush, which I don't have the rune for yet, as we're only level 9. The beta is of course limited to 13 levels only. I suppose just to give people a bit of a taste. You do get quite a few abilities in that time, so you definitely do get quite a taste for whichever class you're choosing to play. Ah yes, Tempest Rush. Seems to have a staff in front of you.
I don't have enough spirit.
Not particularly damaging, but it does seem to knock mobs out of your way. Of course, everything theoretically should be quite balanced, so your playstyle, the abilities you choose should just depend on your playstyle, which is always nice. Because nobody likes a game where you're kind of limited to what's best. Doesn't seem like there's much of a cookie cutter build for each class yet. However, it is only a beta, a very short one at that.
Back to my mission. Who are you?
And
Tell me, what brought you to this infernal place?
more than likely will change at some point.
The skeleton.
For full release on May 5th, which is a little under a month away. Very much looking forward to that, as are. So, quick backstory to what we're doing here. If you've seen the Diablo 3 trailer, and if you haven't, I highly suggest watching it because it is fucking awesome. Meteors, or fallen star, seem to have hit the cathedral here and created a massive hole. And it seems to have done something to King Leoric, which many players should remember from the first games, I believe. I personally haven't played Diablo 1 and clocked Diablo 2 over a weekend while I was on holiday. But I can't remember that style of game. So yes, you have reclaimed this King Leoric's crown from the tomb of someone else. And now you're gonna take it back to him, put it on his head, and kill him. So that's just what we're doing here. This is the last section of the beta campaign. Give you a bit of feel for the game. Types of mobs seem to be kind of normal mobs, kind of blue grade mobs, I'm not sure what they're called, and these gold elite ones, just like the guy we've killed here, who was also a kind of mini boss, who is about to drop quite a bit of loot if you wait a moment. Yeah.
Thank you for your aid. I will go with you on your hunt for the skeleton
among that.
king. But there is one
Yes, it does
condition.
appear there are.
Then onwards.
Most excellent. Onward and upward. Or downward into Cathedral level 4. This seems to be loading quite quickly, which is always nice in a beta. So it makes me think that this is less of a beta and more of a it's free for this weekend, give it a go. So he's going to try and make you want to buy this game. It should say it's probably succeeded for a lot of people. From where I have been talking to everyone seems to be quite interested in the final product. Very much looking forward to it. And I'm sure a lot of people should be looking forward to it as well, including the longer term Diablo fans, as they have been waiting around about 10 years for this game. So, long overdue. So what else are we doing? We have another monk and 2 witch doctors. Witch doctor, as I said before, is a new class. At the moment you can see one of their pets attacking a gate over there for some reason. More of them there. It seems like both of them have the kind of blow dart ability equipped, which is quite cool. It seems to... So I can remember the button. Ah! Here we go, Z. I'm going to zoom in. See if I can get a screenshot of them melting someone's face. As they do it. Nope. Just give me the monk and I destroy. Graphically, the game is reasonable, I'd say. I'm always a fan of graphics in games. I do like to play pretty games. Seems to be okay. It seemed like the graphics could do with being a little sharper. The game does have anti-aliasing. We open up the video options here. Yep. Where are we? Here we go, anti-aliasing. So, and it does seem to be working. However, I don't know. Personally, I just think everything could do with being a touch sharper. My other quarrel is with the gear in this game. So if I were to take my shirt and pants off just now, this is what the starter gear looks like. Putting pants on, it adds stockings, it seems, and then if I put the shirt on, it gets a little bit longer. And here's some other pants, and some other pants. They are lower grade, but all they seem to do is take the stocking off. So, I don't know, Blizzard, do with some more item skins. I know this isn't exactly World of Warcraft, where you want everything to look different or have a different colour, but, well, it would be nice. A bit of difference. Especially seeing as for long periods of time you will be picking up the same type of gear. Even if it is a slight upgrade, you're changing it and you want it to look different. Not just slightly stocking-tastic. Oh my. Now this guy I haven't seen before. I've played through this several times since Weekend Beta started. Every playthrough, the dungeon layout and the mini bosses that do or don't spawn, as well as mini events do or don't happen, all seem to be different. So it seems like Blizzard have added quite a bit of replay value to the game. Like, you won't be... So if you take a monk from start to finish and then roll a wizard or something, you're going to be doing the same quests theoretically, but the way you'll get to them and the mobs and the amount of mobs you'll be fighting and the loot you get will be different every playthrough. So that's quite a nice thing. Very, very good thing. And it seems like we're taking a wrong turn. So time is different, so to head back along the path, see if I can lead this little band to the lower levels of the cathedral here, going past the giant gaping hole again. Might just speed this up slightly to get to the final boss encounter. And it seems like we have finally to the Royal Crypts. And very, very close to the final boss. So this is a waypoint. Go to anywhere else we've already been, apart from where we are, of course, which where we need to go for our current quest is, of course, marked beside the waypoint with the little quest symbol. And the town, the nearest town, so it's New Tristram there.
Keep your distance from him. This burden is mine.
And here. And the next room is full of mobs, so see quite a bit of combat if you haven't seen much already. Talk about the map quickly. Extremely interesting. If you do happen to play in a party, and Diablo 3 does seem to be more directed at party play, as your party moves along, the map will kind of display more. But of course, as you go there yourself, the map will light up. My word, what was that? Not a clue. Looked interesting. Yes, Diablo 3 seems a lot more directed towards party play. Seeing as it is all server based. As you can see, I've got my nice Australian 240 millisecond ping there, rather than, you know, 0 ping, playing a locally hosted or just single player game, which it's a bit double-edged, I think. Your characters are of course consistent, so you will be able to log in, you know, to Diablo 3 wherever you want, and your characters will be there. However, you know, at times the ping can be a little annoying. Ah, here we go, this is the final boss of the beta. The Black King, Skeleton King, York. And which way for one of the persons say they are ready to go. While you're on a party, when a big event or boss like this is about to show up, it'll display
You will never defeat me!
a warning message, and you gotta choose to accept or decline it. I haven't seen anyone decline so far, so I can't tell you what is there, but I'll wait for them to be ready. Which can also be annoying if you have that one person you play with that always AFKs. Seems like we went okay with this group, as you know, we are all here and got in relatively quickly. This final boss does hit a bit harder, drops very nice loot after you kill him. Some interesting abilities can be avoided, of course. Doesn't seem to be able to kill you. I haven't seen anyone die besides on purpose in the beta so far. So I'm not sure if it's, well, it is of course set to normal mode only, but I'm not entirely sure how difficult it will be before release. So seeing as we are all level quite high level, as far as base level goes, down relatively quickly. I can assure you at the start of the weekend when there's nothing but level 8s, yeah, much slower. So of course, not only the witch doctors and monks and the other things you can imagine, it's also the barbarian, which is pretty much the same as it was in Diablo 2, thankfully. There's also the demon hunter. And here comes the bam! Congratulations, you have defeated the Diablo 3 beta. Is that just for the weekend? No. No, from what I've heard, that is actually what the entire beta is, so even people who had access before and will have access after this weekend only have this to play through, which is a little disappointing for them. It's not so bad for a weekend. Saying, of course, yes, so besides the monk, witch doctor, barbarian, have the demon hunter, which is your kind of standard archer ranged class with some very neat teleporting abilities as well as range-based abilities, including shurikens, crossbows, bows, very good stuff. And your wizard. If you don't know what a wizard is, then I don't know why you're even looking at Diablo 3 or any fantasy game whatsoever. Stick to your COD, you weirdo. The witch doctors are kind of standard health stealing pet spawning, quite similar to a necromancer, it would seem. And the monk, as you've seen, is just stand kind of hardcore, awesome, fighty style class with some interesting little
That
healing
ability
and
is not yet recharged.
other abilities included. Let's see, what have we got? Earn my passive skill. We've got increased movement speed, very nice, and resolve. Damage you deal reduces enemy damage. Well, I'm gonna say movement speed is cooler. However, it does seem as though you can change between them. Yep. So yes, everything you open up seems you can change between it, which is very nice. As I said before, there's no kind of cookie cutter. So yes, Blizzard, you may in fact have a lack of cookie cutter build in Diablo 3. However, please return to it. Just my opinion. Of course, you start with your stash over here. Quite limited. At the start here, you do seem to be able to buy more slots, but 10,000 gold is quite steep. Also have the blacksmith. You do a little mission for him a little earlier on to unlock the use of stuff around here. So as you can see, to level up you have to spend gold, which is fine. You get quite a lot of it as you go through.
A recruit has left. My foes lose some of their strength.
Get materials, simply drop and click a magic item onto this and it gives you crafting material. Well, that is definitely not the only crafting material. Here we go, perfect timing. You also get these fallen teeth, or fallen tooth here, to go with these subtle essence, and they make items. So, what I might do now is go over to something I can make. Where are the shoulders? No, let's make something I can actually wear. Here we go. The coif. Just gonna get some more subtle essence out quickly. Head back over. Here we go. Right, so heading back over to the coif. Here we go. So it costs gold to craft as well as the materials. Doesn't take terribly long. See what casting about there, and bam, random item.
My foes lose some of their strength.
So as you can see, it has 2 stats there, just as promised. Much higher armor than usual, and a slightly different model to the last helmet. There you go. Weapons, of course, have different models. Luckily, let's see, I might be able to bring it out right now. So, club, axe, little brass knuckle things that you don't appear to be able to see. Which is a shame.
That is not for
can't use
me.
bows, of course, and your health potions, which you can use. Yes, so that was the final section of Diablo 3 beta. Shaping up to be quite a nice looking game. Few things to iron out. I really hope they iron out. But yes, besides that, quite a good game to come on May 15th. I'm Ghillie. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff if you enjoyed the video. If not, then constructive criticism is always welcome. Thank you again.